We're in Pilot Point, Texas today at Chad and Susie Chance's home of Hoofwatch. And Hoofwatch is hooked up with the WCB to bring you some videos for all of our contests. And the one we're going to do today is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our judges at Las Vegas, Nevada are Ian Ritchie and James Findler. And the shoe that they've decided to make is an aluminum bar shoe for the live shoeing class. What we got is an aluminum bar shoe made out of 3/8 by 1 by 16 inches long. It's quarter clipped. It looks like a ball peen or a round surface that he's done that with. It's welded. There's no set down on the weld. It's a full thickness all the way to the end of the little titty. It's 3/4 fullered, and it's punched for 6 MX60s. And it's to be fire welded in the coke forge. And it measures 5 3/4 by 5 7/8. I got 16 inches of steel, and we're just gonna use the hammer handle to get a good heat, and then we're just gonna start making the shoe right off the bat. You can see you get a little bit of burn once you get that mark on there, and it's marking off, so it's still pretty hot. You're ready to go. The less you hit it, the better off. So you're just trying to get it bent around without putting too many kinks in it. You're working this shoe with another one because this is the live shoeing specimen, so you definitely want to be paying attention to your other shoe, but you can make a lot of quick heats with this one. All right. I'm gonna push down and keep my tongs pushed down, and I'm pulling back. I'm never gonna make contact with the hammer-on horn. I'll come in and back it up. You can see I'm hitting that back corner and just trying to lock that corner in. Now I'll come right here. I'm going to hit at the angle and get this nice sharp corner in there. What I've done is I'm getting this back edge straight. I'm not hitting the corner, I'm getting the back edge straight. And this allows some material for my frog plate. Come right in here on a rolled off edge and just get my scarfing started. Once it goes over the edge, you can start pushing your hammer back, and that makes that scarf, it elongates it. Lock in on the horn and just bend it around. Half a shoe. I got it hot enough. Burn it off. Again. Don't make contact with the horn. I'm out here on the flat. Get rid of that pucker on the inside edge and pull that back corner up towards you. Come in here and hit at an angle, get that squared off, get that squared off. And it makes just a nice square back on the back edge. Kind of brings your corner to it, and then just find a soft edge and peel it on down. Once you got it down over the edge, and just push it back a little bit. Before you bring them together, kind of clean up the junk in between the scarves. That'll make the brazing process actually stick a little bit better with that, no impurities in the center of it. Hold it on the horn, push with your tong hand and bring it all the way around. Make that line tidy and just kind of push everything together. What I'll do is I'll just smear a little bit of material on one side, get it on both sides of the crack, because if you don't have it on both sides of the seam, then it won't spread as evenly. So all I'm doing is getting it on one side, and I'll let that just sit in. It almost turns to a powder. Then I'll do the other side. I got a little piece of wire, and once the flux turns into a clear, you can see through the flux, then the wire will be ready to put on there. There, it's getting into a... You can see it go in the seam. I put my hammer on to push the seams together, or the crease, and then to cool it down to where I can get it back at working temperature. I got it pretty hot. Just get all that slag off of there, or the flux off of there. And then if you just pop it real quick, it takes all the dirt and nastiness off of there. It's either brazed or it's not brazed, and then just flatten it up. When you hockey stick anything, when you make a bar shoe, I might have hit it 3 licks too many times on this side, or not enough on this side, which will shift your center punch mark around. I just, if I'm gonna make a shoe that I'm trying to make pretty symmetrical, I would always trust to make my bar, and then make my bar come around. Now I'm gonna use the edge of the anvil to come through and to mark my toe, and then that way, if I didn't make my bar properly, it doesn't matter. I can readjust my toe to make my fullerene come out and not be racked. Now I'll fuller it and make the... I'm gonna hem it, just making contact with the whole shoe, not just the edge. And then come back and flatten it. The flatter you make it, the better it'll fuller. Now you can see I've pushed up that inside edge, so I'm going to just go ahead and flatten it one more time. And you can see I've pushed all that down, but what that does is it displaces material to where I can come in and I can open it back up, and now I don't have as much fix and repair every time I go through it. Just take and just get a little bit of water in there. So when you cool it off, put a little water in there, it stresses the aluminum, and then it cleans out your pritchel holes nice and tidy. When you wire brush, you're getting all those little fragments of steel and stuff laying around your shop that are going to get embedded into the aluminum and make it unsightly when it comes time to clean it up. Flatten it up the best you can. Just a nice flat surface all the way to the end. You can look and see ripples in it. You just got to go back and flatten it up. Now I got it all ironed out. It makes for better fullering. Now you'll see we just come back and flatten all that material back out. I got her flat again. Just push it out a little bit. Just kind of quench it off, and then they'll pop right out. You hear them go. All right, the toe is safed off. You can do the toe just as quickly with a rasp as you can with your hammer, but the toe, you always want to have the toe set the precedence for the rest of the shoe. So if you hammer it a little bit, that's going to smash it out and give you more width for your toe. All right, so come in and we're just going to feather in from the toenail. Come on around to the other side, feather out, and just constantly just trying to create the line. And what we'll do is to really make that line nice, is just going to come in and push that back down again. That just makes it ever so nice of a line. We'll clip it. There's no sense in doing any kind of rasping on this shoe until you've got all the forging done. So we'll clip it and then we'll rasp each branch. Find your soft edge and just you can see, just trying to make you a ball and hitting the same spot every time. No sense in making potato chip clips with aluminum. You want your clips to be tidy and small and thick enough to where they hold their shape. We got thickness, and we got nice source hole. On a soft corner, just focus on the same spot. Now we'll get to rasping. Little invention with a rasp kind of apparatus with a little bit of foam behind the sandpaper really kind of pushes in and takes out all your lines. A simple, wonderful little tool. The sandbox. Get yours today. I'm getting a little heat on it right now, and then we go with a stainless steel wire brush, fine wire brush. got it polished up, pretty much ready to go.